It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
It is loading. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the greatest show on earth. This is Allegiance Championship Wrestling. Malcolm King, the CEO, alongside COO Chris Mack. We have Dr. Silent from the Asylum. We have D Money, the head lead investor from the Asylum, as well as Mason Wagner, the third little baby brother or nephew or whatever of the Wagner family. So welcome, guys. Obviously, an emotional time for all of us in the EFED professional wrestling community, as you all saw at the beginning of our introduction here, paying homage to one of our brothers, a very close friend to literally everyone that you see on this screen, everyone that you don't see on this screen. He has had an impact on every single one of their lives. What I'm going to do real quick is take all of us off screen so everyone can see what this background is. I will explain the reasoning and stuff for this background when we come back. We'll give it about 5 to 10 seconds so everyone can kind of see what this background is, and then we'll jump right into business. Mac is gone. Wagner's gone. D-Money's gone. Silent's gone. Sorry, Dr. Silent, you got to keep doing your switcheroos of people, but it is every single time. The people in our ACW production trucks do not take their jobs very seriously. Let's just put it that way. As you guys all saw, we are obviously officially inducting not only Cletus the Bum, Mike Sanzone, but also the ACW Hardcore Championship, though the championship that Cletus the Bum made very prestigious in ACW, all of which will be inducted into ACW's Hall of Fame effective immediately. So definitely well deserved. Rumor mill, because Malcolm King has ears everywhere. It has also come to my attention that he has been inducted into a Hall of Fame for the EFED community as a whole as well. So well deserved there for our brother. And also, this was just or disclosed or announced yesterday. For those of you who follow and support and love everything about MPCW's Asylum, the Gold Star Rumble is now the Cletus Gold Star Rumble. So another huge, just tip of the hat, so to speak, for Cletus the Bum. Well deserved, rightfully so. Definitely is going to be missed tremendously by everyone, because, as I said earlier, he touched everyone's hearts in his own unique, special way. So we all love Cletus. We all love Mike. We all miss Mike. And this show today for ACW Terror is definitely one for Mike. And we are going to jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Sin City, Las Vegas, Allegiant Stadium, ACW. We have, I want to say, 7 matches.
Oh,
But I could be wrong. It could be more. It could be less. And I will give you guys an accurate answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches. matches.
Oh,
Six matches on the card. And it's exciting. So shout out to MPCW, obviously, for letting ACW use their resources to put on this show for you. Shout out to all the people viewing live now on YouTube, on Facebook. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the likes, the reacts. If you haven't already and you're new to it, definitely subscribe to the MPCW YouTube page. But let's talk ACW, ladies and gentlemen. Match number one, opening match. Bojack Grizz takes on Sarabai. Chris Mack, me and you had discussions this week with ACW Board of Directors in regards to what we could potentially experience in this match. Bojack made an impact on ACW before he even debuted inside of that 20 by 20 squared circle by attacking a pillar of ACW, Austin Kruger. Shocking the world. No one was expecting it. Showed up during the ACW World Heavyweight Championship match with Austin Kruger and Casey Riddle and made an impact. So with this being said, we saw Bojack last month take out Sabrina. Devastating assault that he put on Sabrina. Obviously, Sabrina's husband, Sarabai, coming to her aid, setting up for this match. Chris Mack, what are we thinking, or what are we expecting with this one-on-one match between these two behemoths inside that 20 by 20 square circle?
Oh, already, like I said, when I made this match, when I suggested we make this match, no holds bar, let them go at it. I mean, for, well, a popular phrase, two big meaty men slapping meat. Pause.
That's for sure.
A hawk fight, just brutality at its finest.
Now, Mason Wagner, you in our meetings this week, you stated that we probably. Mason
that still got me. I was muted. Sorry, Malcolm, but I was muted. And what I just heard Chris Mack say, and that whole wah wah wah, I'm sitting here just like, I'm like, what did he say? Like, what?
the two big meaty men slapping
no
me. Yeah,
there was no pausing, and I was muted. Fuck.
Mason Wagner, earlier this week in our board meetings, you mentioned that Austin Kruger could play a role in this match, take advantage of an opportunity in this match. Are you expecting to see Austin Kruger, or should we expect to see Sabrina trying to get some receipts paid?
You know, I didn't even think of that. And honestly, I think Sabrina's gonna come back with some receipts that she's gotta cash in. So it's gonna be interesting.
Dr. Silent, you've been interacting with Austin Kruger a lot in the asylum. So obviously you can understand his mental state right now, as well as Bojack Grizz. Let's just be honest. You've interacted with both of these individuals mentally going into this match.
I've had several months away from Bojack for a while, so it was all right until he woke up, and now I gotta do extra paperwork. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Are we? Should we expect destruction from Bojack, or are we going to see a more calculated version of him? Being as he's going against a man who, matches him size and power.
Bojack's
match.
a fucking wreck to be reckoned with. I mean, for what I've heard, like especially in his treatments, like his verbal just alone can mentally fuck you. You know, can
Yeah.
mentally soul fuck you just by his verbiage alone. So the fact that if he can get in there and just verbally destroy your mental game, he can use all that power and brute strength to fuck you up. And you know, so yeah, Bojack's just one big powerhouse.
So D Money, you're the lead investor for the Asylum. If you are to put money on this match, who are you picking to walk out victorious in this match? Is it Sarabai or is it Bojack?
Man, as an investor, if I'm investing money on this, I'm looking at it from a liability standpoint, and I don't want Bojack fucking up my program any more than I need. So I would go for Sarabai to go over on this one, and I'm just keeping it a buck, you know.
I like the answer. Well, that's you're right. That's a safe answer. You know, I didn't think about liability, Mac, when we were making this match. When you had this outlandish, crazy idea, I wasn't thinking about liability. And you know, D Money needs to be around more often because I totally just
there
threw
are
that out
rumors
the window,
that Kurt
man.
Brooks was in the crowd during Terror.
Lord have mercy.
Shit.
I did
Oh.
see him around.
I
Sounds
know
like
that
a
name.
security breach on your end, Mister Doctor Silent. That's a security.
Don't worry,
breach.
I had Zeffy spray paint each of the walls on every arena you go to make sure no supernatural shit comes in. So, you know,
Thank God.
Spray paint.
Thank you. Well, I guess thank
Be good,
Zeffy,
but
because,
listen,
we
Zeffy can use whatever and make it look good. All right.
True, I guess.
I mean, I'd rather
Hey,
her use
no.
spray paint than blood.
That is true.
I mean,
unless you're willing to donate, Chris Mack. I mean, if you are, then
let's not forget.
We could do a blood
of ACW. Just don't
we-
tell her.
you know, we should do a blood drive for ACW. I kind of
that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad
blood
idea,
drive
actually.
pay-per-view. Blood drive.
You know what?
That is crazy. Well,
we'll talk about this later. 'Cause, I like that.
Well, jumping into the results of the opening match, ladies and gentlemen, as we expected, both of these powerhouses displayed pure powerhouse mentality during this match. Sarabai actually connected that mandible claw chokeslam to Bojack Grizz, and to the surprise of literally everyone in Allegiant Stadium, Bojack Grizz took that move and stood right back up after receiving that move. It was almost as if you were throwing, a pebble at a diamond encased wall. Like, it just bounced right off of him. Bojack Grizz absolutely ate that move and proceeded to destroy Sarabai systematically, methodically. It was hard to watch for a moment because Bojack Grizz, with this being no holds barred, absolutely utilized that to the full definition. There's some things that we cannot describe that he inflicted on Sarabai for viewers' sakes and for the sake of my stomach, because I do not want to vomit live on the screen.
That's crazy.
I think never mind. Don't want us to get canceled.
We don't like
I'm like,
fires and
the Asylum. I've seen some things.
Drivers and things of that nature. But Sarabai definitely.
Insurance. I forgot. We don't have that in Asylum. I mean,
you guys. We are medical doctors that do not involve insurance, and that is crazy to say out loud. But after a Bojack bomb,
we're our own insurance. Yeah, we're self-reliant.
You are the insurance, right? Self-insurance is what the Asylum is.
No HMO. No HMO.
ACW's credit card is pretty good, useful too at times.
I know
That
a
is
guy
true.
who can get you some good insurance. I'm just saying.
All right. We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch.
You know, it'd be a
Bojack
shame
Grizz would
if
hit.
something happened. Anyway,
That would be a shame. It would be a shame. A Bojack bomb from the top rope to
From the top.
Sarabai. Rings were luckily reinforced during this, before
Thank
this match.
Thank God.
But it was all that was needed to put down the bigger Sarabai for the 1-2-3. Bojack Grizz would win the opening match, ladies and gentlemen. After the match, though, this is what
Told you.
surprised me. After the match, Austin
Oh,
Kruger
uh-oh.
would make his way out to the ring, welding a very handy equalizer, the good old steel chair. Bojack
Oh,
Grizz,
jeez.
wisely with a smug smile on his face, would roll out of the ring, hop the barricade, exit through the crowd, leaving Austin Kruger standing
Hi,
alone
Mason.
in the ring.
Lucky. Lucky, because I've heard that Austin Kruger knows how to wield one of them steel chairs.
That is true. I think Mason Wagner took it upon himself to try and escort Bojack Grizz.
Oh, there he goes flying into the crowd.
safely.
I'm just kidding.
Well, he's gonna.
Yeah. Look at him
We
go.
probably should have told Mason not to put his hands on Bojack, but you know, the kid still
I
needs to take
know.
some bumps.
Oh, there he goes. Hold
We're
on.
gonna
Are you
back.
okay?
Some popcorn and some drinks.
Mason, are you okay? You just literally went off and you went to go try to help Bojack, and Bojack threw you into the freaking audience. Are you good? Oh,
He's
Are
good.
you
He's
sure?
good.
you hit a fucking kid, dude. You better go back there and say
You
sorry.
did.
Yeah, you
hit a
gotta go
child.
apologize.
Hey, you knocked his popcorn right out of his hand, bro. Yeah, you gotta replace his popcorn.
Yeah.
I'd like to
Poor kid.
formally apologize
Uh-huh.
to said child. I am sorry. It wasn't
I'd like to
intentional.
apologize to young child.
It wasn't intentional. I promise. No hard feelings. If you don't
I
sue,
hope
young
I'll
gets
give
them
you.
off, but you know,
Child is okay. It's like a rapper's name.
Listen,
young
I'll give
child.
you $1,000 if you don't sue. Okay.
that's
So after your
that's a
friend-
good deal.
Oh shit!
Popcorn. You should have just give him like a popcorn.
See, it was. See, you're not a good investor because that was a kid. You probably could have settled for some merch and a popsicle, and you're over here offering 1,000 cash. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Match
not really
number
thinking
2,
straight
ladies
after
and
that.
gentlemen. I mean, Bojack did kind of launch you. You people aren't supposed to fly the way you flew. Let's just put it that way.
No.
Borrowed the asylum. TV.
Like a fucking javelin.
Da-da-da-da.
I'm glad somebody
At
caught you.
least Damian Wolf borrowed the TV instead of doing what Brooks did and just showing up in Las
I know.
Vegas.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
apparently,
Wait
a minute.
Bojack
D-Money.
took over, so-
How do we allow this to happen? Who was on
We
charge?
didn't. There's no. I'm the money guy. You're the bells and whistles. Like that's a you problem.
You know what? Just blame Calypso.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
The outpatient paperwork. I don't know what to tell you.
Guys,
I'm like him. I just stamp shit.
the Phenometron has a good view of Kurt Brooks right now in the crowd, and
That's
the person
pretty.
sitting next to Kurt Brooks in the crowd is none other than Dr. J.R. Bell.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah, he took him on a field trip.
Literally, an undisclosed field trip. Undisclosed field trip. It's crazy. Match number 2, ladies and gentlemen, is the number 1 contenders qualifying match for the Evolution Championship. It is Sabrina taking on Southern Heart. Both of these women definitely put on one hell of a fight. They put on one hell of a show here for the ACW fans. However, in the end, Sabrina would pick up that victory after utilizing that mist and following up with a devastating Rings of Saturn submission hold, forcing Southern Heart to utter the words "I quit." Not very often we see that. Obviously, the rings of Saturn do not allow for you to tap if you're,
Very hard
secured
to do.
in that hold properly. So, Sabrina will advance as on to a number one contenders match to see if she gets the opportunity to face our current champion, captain, for his Evolution Championship. Match number 3 is the second number one contenders qualifying match for the Evolution Championship. It is a triple threat match. It features Casey Luchador, Dominator, and Gunner. I just need one name from each person on the panel. We'll start with Chris Mack. Who's winning this match? Casey Luchador, Dominator, or Gunner?
Canadian National Treasure Gunner. Thank you.
The Canadian National Treasure, Mason Wagner. Who are you picking to win this match? Casey Luchador, Dominator, or Gunner?
I'm going with Dominator.
Who are the people again?
Dominant.
Sorry, I had Ashton next to me again.
That's understandable. They are Casey Luchador, Dominator, and Gunner in a triple threat match. Who are you picking to win this match?
Give me the other two people again. I know Dominator. I know Gunner.
Casey Luchador and Gunner.
Oh, that's why. Okay, because I don't care about Casey Luchador. So, we are definitely gonna go with Dominator.
Dominator. All right.
Canada.
You and me both. The Canadians don't like Malcolm
That's why
King.
we're
Let me
twins,
just
bro.
put that
That's
out
why
there.
we're twins.
They don't like Malcolm King at all. Mac is having a moment right now.
You've been lying to me, Silent.
Wait.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
You said you were missing all these years. Now. And now you come out and you let it slip. There are brothers behind right here.
There's going to be some legal ramifications that we got to deal with because I'm pretty sure last week Chris Mack legally stated that Don Mike was dead, like legalized that he was dead, and clearly that is not the case. Mac is troubled at the moment. D Money, you're the final guy here. We got 2 for Dominator, 1 for Gunner.
Mason.
Who are you picking?
I actually watched all 3. I like Gunner on this one. I'm going Gunner.
Thank you.
2 and 2. Well, let's see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. Traditional triple threat roles here. Anything goes. And Dominator absolutely would take full advantage of the anything goes ramifications for this match, utilizing a steel chair. Gunner, however, after receiving a frog splash from Casey Luchador off the top ropes, Gunner would build some momentum here in this match, ladies and gentlemen. Clotheslining both Dominator and Casey Luchador with his trusty, handy, good old hockey stick. If you could see that in slow-mo, the hockey stick going across the throats of both of these men, you would probably cringe in your seats. However, Gunner, not, Silent and D-Money. You guys have seen way worse. Way worse. And
hey, a hockey stick to the throat cannot be comfortable for anybody.
That is true.
That's like my daily therapy. How do you think I keep the voice?
Stick to the throat is like a whole different thing, bruh.
I heard Chaz takes it back in the throat.
He does.
Oh, so you know D-Money?
That's all acting.
I mean, the walls in the asylum, believe it or not, are pretty thin. Like you can hear everything when you're in the office. So it's like
Gunner will follow up with
Last night I came in to make some like last minute text and I heard some shit.
Hey, yo, Mason.
That's why we're usually in the production truck and, of course, the observation room with you guys. So.
Why do you think his shirt's white?
That is.
Was that this morning Justin Tinderfuck was in the corner in the fetal position? That's all I know.
Because Chaz
really,
really let loose.
Woody was involved, and like that's all I heard.
Like he had him cuddled and was like, "It's okay, baby."
Oh, Woody was involved is crazy. It's okay.
I heard that's all I heard.
The victory, ladies and gentlemen, after hitting the fire away that pop-up power bomb to Casey Luchador on top of Dominator, hooking the leg of Casey Luchador, picking up the 1-2-3. Gunner would win the triple threat match, earning himself
an opportunity
Gunner. Which, now I got to check myself because I'm pretty sure on my upcoming card I have the two people that I wanted in that match, and I might have to eat some crow here and change that up a little bit.
Wait.
Yeah. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. Gunner did not win this match. For all of you paying attention, Gunner was pulled off of Casey Luchador by Dominator.
Montreal Screwjob. Montreal Screwjob.
It was still the pinfall victory from Gunner, and Dominator will win this match. So Mason Wagner, Dr. Silent, both were right on their choices.
And the referee and Jim Cornette are on their way out of the building right now.
And they are running. They are running.
Dave Hebner, Vince McMahon, everybody's going out of the building.
Everybody's going out.
Hey.
Gunner's tracing WCW in the air and throwing monitors.
Hey, guys. I called dibs on Stephanie McMahon for the asylum so I could run some tests through her.
Through her? That's wild.
Run some tests through her.
Through her is wild, bro. I'm not signing off or invested in that. Talk to Mason Wagner. He's a sucker.
Nope. I am not signing my name to that one. Not this time.
You're going to have to
Paul.
I'm going to introduce her to the silent game.
Jesus Christ. Let me explain what happened.
Oh, shit. Shit. Randy Savage comes in and says, "That's not going to work for me, brother."
Gunner did have the leg hooked on Mr. Casey Luchador there. However, the referee did not see Luchador's shoulder not properly on the mat here, so it's not a legal pinfall. Dominator, perceptive as he may be in his geriatric age, did catch sight of this, would pull Gunner off of Casey Luchador, hook the leg of Casey Luchador, making sure his shoulders were pinned to the mat, picking up the pinfall victory, and Mr. Dominator would move on to be in a match against Sabrina, and whoever is the winner of this upcoming match for the final spot for this number one contenders, which happens to be men we saw earlier, ladies and gentlemen. It is Brockus taking on the mayor of Popcorn City, the king of the Juggalos, as he refers to himself as, Austin Kruger. Kruger, we saw earlier, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, he came out here, chair in hand, looking to exact some retribution on one Bojack Grizz before Bojack Grizz would hop the barrier and exit through the crowd, yeeting Mason Wagner in the process. Is Austin focused on this match, or is Austin focused on Bojack Grizz? We'll start with you, Chris Mack. Your astute analysis of this match. What do you think? What version of Austin Kruger are we going to see?
You've changed the question 5 times, Malcolm.
I did. I'm really good at that.
Is he worried about? Will he be worried about the match of Bojack, or is it what version will we see?
I need answers for both,
he's
man.
Going to be worried about
crowd
Bojack.
wants to know.
Do I think it's going to distract him? Maybe, maybe not. Kruger can lock in and focus on the task at hand, but still remember in the back of his head that there's a very angry, large man after him.
That's true.
And I think he wants to get in there. He wants to get the job done as efficiently and quick as he can before any shenanigans occur. That way he's ready.
That is very true. Mason Wagner, your pick for this match, if we get the version of Austin that we should get, is Austin winning or is Brockus winning?
Oh, if we get the version of Austin that we're gonna get, then Austin's winning this match hands down.
D Money, if you were putting money on this match, Brockus versus Austin Kruger, let's take out the Bojack storyline and everything else that's going on around ACW right now.
If I was just putting money, if I was putting money on the betting line, I think my money's safe with Austin Kruger.
Now, Dr. Silent, obviously, over in Asylum, your field trip, your road trip to Lucifer's Playground, Austin Kruger is currently en route for the Insomniac Championship, a championship that I hold very dear to my heart here. I am
the Gio, the greatest Insomniac champion of all time.
I am. Does Austin have a lot on his plate? Let me ask you that. With Bojack Grizz here in ACW, Casey Riddle over in Asylum, does Austin have a lot on his plate?
When doesn't he?
That is very true. That is very true.
To me, it's just another day at work. If I were to guess, in his mentality, it's just another day at work. He knows what's to come and he knows what's to go. Now if I were to pick a winner, I'd say fuck you to Austin and go pick Brackus, even though I'm not a big fan of Brackus either. But I'm just gonna go pick a big Brackus because fuck Austin.
Well, Dr. Silent has spoken, ladies and gentlemen. Brackus makes his way out to the ring. He does yell a lot. He does. But he's a passionate guy.
He's still on the phone. Guy. Okay, this is my impersonation. Hello? What? What do you want?
It sounded just like him, bro. It sounded just like him.
Eerily
You
similar.
should be a voice actor.
Weird.
You should be a voice actor.
Yeah, no. Think about it. I've never seen Dr. Silent and Austin Kruger in the room at the same time. Now that I think about it. That's weird.
That is true. Well, Brockus is in the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
No one wants to see. No one wants to hear Zeffy. Thank you. No, please, no.
No, we don't.
No.
Austin Kruger's music hits, ladies and gentlemen, and you literally no.
How about no?
The answer is
how about no?
We would accept it.
Hell nah.
Hell no. Austin Kruger's music hits, ladies and gentlemen, and Austin Kruger is being carried over the shoulder of Bojack Grizz to the ring. Bojack would toss Austin into the ring. The he threatens the referee to start the match.
Shit!
Calls for the bell. Brockus immediately hooks the leg of Austin Kruger here. The referee counts 1, 2, 3. Brockus winning the match. Bojack, however, would roll into the ring, grab a hold of Brockus, and deliver a vicious Bojack bomb to Brockus. Bojack would insult insult to
Bojack.
injury too. Brock is setting his foot on his chest, flexing for the fans, unaware that Austin Kruger is shaking the webs off. Kruger is back to his feet here. As Bojack turns around, Kruger will connect with that devastating Kruger cutter before security and ACW officials will make it to the ring to separate the two men from a probably would have been a hellacious brawl here in Sin City in the Allegiant Stadium. So Brock is winning the match, earning a spot in the number one contenders match for that Evolution Championship. However, Bojack Grizz definitely got a little bit of a receipt, courtesy of Austin Kruger here at the end of this. So developing stories are at hand.
He should have hit a double tap, and he didn't, dumbass.
He did not double tap. He did not double tap. He did not like Brock's feeling some type of way as if he did all the work to get the victory over Austin Kruger, and Bojack made Brock's pay for that. However, Austin finally getting his hands on Bojack, and I'm sure that feels phenomenal to say the least for Austin there.
Probably.
Co-main event time here, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 2-on-1 handicap steel cage match between our Evolution champion Captain and James Rhodes as they take on Casey Riddle. Chris Mack, I have no idea what we were thinking when we made this match.
I don't know what you were thinking.
And
were we still partying?
Even I think we might have been. Even though the odds may appear to be stacked against Casey Riddle, my gut feeling tells me that inside of a steel cage, the odds are even. Do you agree or do you disagree?
Gotta agree. I'm gonna agree.
I'm gonna say it like this. I disagree, but not in the way you think I do. I think that even though it's a 2-on-1, it's a steel cage, yada yada yada.
Dab-a-doo.
Those two are locked in there with a very, very angry man.
Dangerous angry man.
Angry, yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys.
6, 7 bitches.
Like, he's going to have to call ICE again. He's going to need him on standby.
Call it ICE is crazy.
From here, they're going to need him.
And you mentioning that, I did forget to remind everyone. The last time Captain and Riddle were in the same area, Captain did have Riddle escorted from the arena, courtesy of ICE agents. I have no idea the financial status of Captain to be able to have ICE on speed dial. He did arrive in a
Just gonna say, yo got money over here.
A presidential motorcade, by the way.
Yeah.
His license plate on his limo literally said 4547. So he does have ICE in his back pocket.
Oh shit! Very
true.
I mean, he is endorsed by his Royal Orange.
Agent Orange. Yeah, he is. He is endorsed by Agent Orange.
Cheeto.
He refers to him. If you talk to Captain backstage, D-Money, he will refer to
glorious king
POTUS as his glorious president.
I mean,
Donald
there's liking a guy and there's liking a guy. I mean,
Yeah, it is weird. Well, let's jump into the match here, guys. Riddle is inside the ring. The cage is already down. Obviously, he's waiting on his opponent. Um, the
He was like a
limousine
lion
with
at
the
feeding
license
time.
plate 4547 pulls into the arena. We got red, white, and blue confetti falling from the ceilings. We have money with Captain's face on it falling from the ceilings. He's actually tossing money to the crowd with his face on it as he gets out of the limousine, followed
I'll be right back.
by
Hold on.
James Rhodes. He's being followed by James Rhodes here to the steel
Give me
cage.
some of that fucking money now. Hold on.
No, wait, that's not.
He's gonna grab some of
Not
the dollar
real.
bill. I don't think it's
It's
real,
not
bro.
real, but it's not
Let
real.
him
but,
live. Let
I'm not
him
gonna
live.
tell him.
He needs
not
it. He needs it. Yeah. I'm not gonna tell
I'm
him.
not gonna tell him.
I'm not gonna tell him. I'm not.
You know what,
How
Mason?
much did you
You're
grab?
How much you get, dude? How much you get?
How much you
I
get?
got a cheeseburger.
They give you money?
Oh my god!
I'm
know
pretty
what?
sure Captain did snatch a cheeseburger out of a fan's hand and give it to you. Yes, that is.
Yeah. He went out for dollar
is
bills
true.
and came back with a dirty old cheeseburger.
Greasy old cheeseburger.
Greasy old Las Vegas.
Dirty old
cheeseburger.
greasy Blue Jay burger.
It was a good old Cletus burger. Can't go nothing wrong with
Good.
that.
Hey,
Was
nothing wrong with a good old
Hey,
cheeseburger.
Cletus burger.
Tonight.
That's
Heineken.
I know how to watch
that's
out
fine
for
cuisine right there.
It
Absolutely.
was not. There was no bioengineered ingredients, but it was definitely probably 75% human.
A little
Definitely
MSG,
was.
you know.
Just
Yeah.
75%.
Yeah, it was.
75%. That's not too
25%.
bad.
It was. Riddle hit it right on the head. Riddle hit it right on the head. It's 85% human and 15% MSG.
That's right.
And maybe
That is
1%
true.
LSD.
That magical white powder.
Magical white powder. Yeah. Salt on
Guys,
steroids.
They made it to the steel cage. Captain and James Rhodes have made it to the steel cage, and before James Rhodes can even get into the steel cage, Captain would, I guess what the kids call lawn dart. So head first, James Rhodes right off of that steel cage here on the outside of the ring. Ooh. Captain would continue the assault to James Rhodes before tossing him into the cage and shutting the cage door, locking it, and flipping off Casey Riddle before I would presume is the end of Captain's night here, ladies and gentlemen, as he is making his way back to his limousine, telling fans that he does not have to deal with Casey Riddle anymore whatsoever. And so here we have a singles match inside of this steel cage, Casey Riddle versus James Rhodes. And Riddle does not even wait for the referee to check on James Rhodes or call for the bell. Riddle immediately assaults James Rhodes here, beating the holy hell out of him for several minutes before James Rhodes would start to pick up momentum and build some kind of offense here. A miscue by Riddle going for a splash would send Riddle into that steel cage, the hard part of the steel too, in that corner there, as James Rhodes would move out of the way. James Rhodes would follow up with some pretty impressive offense, considering everything that he literally just went through before even getting into the cage. He would connect with that devastating Canadian destroyer there to Casey Riddle as James Rhodes neglects to go to the cage door to exit. He begins to climb the cage to try and exit. Riddle would make it to his feet, pulling James Rhodes off of the cage, sending him repeatedly into the steel cage head first, busting James Rhodes open a lot of head trauma being taken by James Rhodes prior and during this match. Riddle looks like a man possessed here as he lines James Rhodes up, connecting with that no jackhammer needed spear, nearly cutting James Rhodes in half. And because I don't want to be victimized by Casey Riddle anymore, I'm going to actually call the next move that he did to James Rhodes by its actual name. Because the last time I was in the ring with Mr. Riddle, he definitely tried to wring my neck. So a neck cutter was performed to James Rhodes here, courtesy of Casey Riddle. And Riddle would not stop there, ladies and gentlemen, as he would lock him in Reefer Madness, the Brutalizer, forcing James Rhodes to tap and submit in the center of the ring. Multiple officials, security would get into that steel cage, trying to pry Riddle off of them. Riddle would attack these security guards, these officials. We sent out Las Vegas PD to try and restrain Casey Riddle. He would attack Las Vegas PD in the center of the ring.
Let's say this part. Gotta say this part.
Damn.
Yeah. This is great. This is great. He gets the PD. He gets everybody kind of cleared back, and they think he's gonna leave. He looks like he's climbing out of the cage. He gets to the top, and gentlemen, the last time I seen somebody do this, they broke their ankles from that height.
God damn.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
He hit this man with the tsunami from the top of the cage.
Oh my God. Oh, talk about a holy shit moment.
Yeah, holy shit moment for sure. And to add on to the holy shit moment, Captain is on our Phenometron. Talking to yeah, holy shit is right. Captain's on the Phenometron, ladies and gentlemen, talking to what looks to be about 10, 12 ICE agents and has instructed them to go to the ring to restrain Casey Riddle. As the ICE agents make their way out to the ring, Riddle quickly gets out of the ring, throws up 2 middle fingers, screams, "Fuck the police," and hops the barricade, exiting through this crowd. People
Big
who
day
obviously are not
twice.
fans of ICE or the police department, and they are preventing ICE from getting Casey Riddle and restraining him. So Casey Riddle is running through the crowd right now. He actually knocked the large souvenir cup of soda out of JR Bell's hands as he ran by him. And
oh shit.
The arena. So JR Bell is in the crowd right now crying.
Wow.
Honestly, Dr. Silent, D-Money, I don't see Kurt Brooks by him anymore. I don't know where Kurt Brooks is at.
We're going to have to put out an APB for Kurt Brooks, but damn, Casey Riddle bounced out of there faster than a beach ball at a Pearl Jam concert. That is wild.
Look for JR Bell with the glasses. You'll see Kurt Brooks with him. He's over in the over there somewhere. He's on the opposite side.
Disguise.
Okay, we're good then.
He has the glasses. Good eye, Dr. Silent. Good
eye. He plays a lot of Where's Waldo in The Office.
That is
no,
true.
what I do no, it's not Where's Waldo, it's Where's Ashton.
Well, that's usually I'm not gonna say.
That's probably harder than playing Where's Waldo.
It is.
That is very true. Well,
I mean, it's almost
ladies
as the
and gentlemen,
equivalent of trying to figure out if because Mason plays Where's Waldo with his dick all the times.
What? What is my dick?
What? You guys see that?
Lord have mercy. You know, you think you know a guy. You think you know a guy.
You know a
And
guy.
then he throws your dirty laundry
Yeah.
all out on
Yeah.
live television.
I'm a
Sorry,
doctor. I
Wagner.
spread all your dirty laundry.
Listen, there's no HIPAA law that says Dr. Silent cannot reveal the size
There's
or
no
lack
insurance. I
thereof
don't
of
got
your
to. I
penis.
don't got to obey
So
shit.
that is true.
Fair
And
enough.
you know, Wagner, we already assumed that you suffer from the Wagner curse, so it's fine, man. It's cool.
I mean, his first
We're
name's
gonna.
close enough.
That is true. That's true. We are gonna jump
Penis.
into the main event, though, ladies and gentlemen. Six-person tag team match.
What did I just
Main
hear?
event time.
Penis.
All right. Well,
Oh God,
penis.
no,
You heard penis.
no. We are going to
Oh,
continue
no.
program. We are going to continue program. I am not going that far in this situation.
Ashton, make sure Ashton is away from your computer.
Get Andy to your desk.
Close up of Mr. Wagner. Just know it's coming.
I mean,
we
he's Mason Wagner.
Ashton.
Dear penis, I don't think I like you anymore.
Oh God.
You used to watch me shave. Now all you do is stare at the floor. Oh, dear penis, I don't like you anymore. It used to be you and me, a paper towel and a dirty mouth.
That's the best. That is the best.
Lord have mercy.
The man-to-hand relationship.
First and foremost, who the hell let Ashton into our production truck?
He snuck in.
You gotta
He may have.
You gotta
he may
keep
have,
an eye on
tied him
Ashton,
up with
man.
some of those captain dollars.
Those captain. You know
Yeah,
what?
Bell's ball. He brought him on a field trip.
Listen. Production people,
Although-
those dollars are not real.
Though on the back of
They're
those
not real.
captain dollars was kill me coupons.
Our kill me coupons, yes. Yeah, on the back of those
Yeah.
captain dollars are kill me coupons. That is
I
very
have a
true.
whole
I
script
cut
Oh,
it.
shit.
coming for the asylum.
I definitely caught that on my end. Let's jump into the main event, though, here,
We're gonna
ladies
need
and
this new
gentlemen.
production staff, so-
Six-person tag team match. It features the Church of Misery, Trey Camp, the ACW World Heavyweight Champion, alongside Mason Stevens and Matt Storm as they take on the ACW Unity Tag Team Champions, Wild and Reckless, Gypsy, and Flower Princess, alongside the ACW Undisputed Champion, Jackson Law. Let me start with Mason Wagner because you've been picked on enough, and I honestly want to know what your opinion is on this match. Do we see the Church of Misery walk out victorious, displaying dominance as a faction, or will it be Law and Wild and Reckless, in your opinion?
You know, you got to give credit where credit's due. Both teams are composed of phenomenal talent.
Yeah.
Phenomenon.
But I gotta go with the Church of Misery because there is previous history there.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I mean back with TCI.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Which the ACW Unity Tag Team Champions both were part of TCI, so that is very good knowledge for the fans to know. Mac, I already know you love Wild and Reckless, so I know you have some kind of analytics that you want to express for this match.
You know, let's do it like this first. You know, let's not discount Misery at all. You know, a very, very powerful group, always has been,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty safe to say always will be.
Yeah.
They have in their ranks the man leading the charge, the ACW World Heavyweight Champion. Whether you like how he won the title, you don't like it. Whether you like him or you don't like him, you gotta admit he knows how to get it done in between those ropes.
True.
On the other side, they've got a hell of a mountain to climb tonight. And both teams have a hell of a mountain to climb with each other. I'm going to be perfectly honest here. You have the tag team champions of the world, the reigning, defending tag team champions in Wild and Reckless. Two women who, throughout their careers, have shaken this place up, shaken the ranks up, shaken how it's done up. And if memory serves correct, a little bit in Asylum too, but that was some time ago. And of course, you can't discount him. He is the reigning, defending ACW undisputed champion, Jackson Law. It's going to be a hell of a match. That's for sure. You want to call a winner? The fans, and as Austin Kruger likes to say, all the viewers watching
Are winning. Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. D Money, this seems to me like one of the high profile matches that you would invest a lot of money in. So let's just give us a number. What number would you put in the pot if you were investing in this match?
You're muted, homeboy.
Yeah, I just noticed. Thank you, brother. I'm glad that you asked me a money question finally, because money is my name and everything. I would listen. For a match of this caliber, in the main event, you got gold everywhere, all the prominent positions in place. I would throw the sink at this match. I would give it upwards of 1.5 in production value if I had to.
That's a lot. That's high.
I would.
Dr. Silent, you got, as I learned, and maybe I'm not supposed to reveal this yet, and so I won't, but there's someone in this match that might be admitted here to your establishment in the upcoming future. When you look at this match from an Asylum standpoint, if you were to compare this to, let's say, a group of individuals in your Asylum, who would these individuals in this match remind you most of from your Asylum?
That was a very, very. I am
complex question.
Complex.
I apologize for that question.
So let me get this straight. Can I just ask one thing? Can you give me the list of the Church of Misery names, please? Again, just give me them.
We got Trey Camp, Matt Storm, Mason Stevens.
Can you say that last name again?
Mason Stevens.
So we got the Slim Shady of the group. Got it. All right.
Wait, who was that last name again?
Or he's JC Ice and Wolfie D together in the original Nation of Domination, rapping down to the ring. But yeah, he's that guy. Cheddar Bob himself.
That guy.
Who's that guy? La 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 la.
Cheddar Bob himself is crazy.
In Cheddar Bob.
That this whole time you guys were talking, I really I'm sitting, I'm like, did he really just say Mason Stevens? I've been really, really, really busy, stuff like that. And I'm all like, I know I messed something in the fucking files. I'm like, what's going on here? And then I'm like, wait,
Now
what
he's
was that last
now
name?
he's
And I'm
MC
like-
Bob.
I'm like, hold up. So fuck Church of Misery. I don't like them.
There you go.
MC
And what was
Bob.
your complex question again? Who would I relate to these guys
Who would
to?
you compare?
Yeah, who in your asylum do these guys remind you of?
Mason Stevens reminds me of Mason Stevens.
No way.
That's fair. That's accurate.
No way.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
crazy.
Ironic, right?
Crazy, man.
He's not Mason. He's not Mason anymore. Now he's MC Bob.
Jackson Law reminds me of Unhinged.
That's very accurate.
That, I can see how you make the connection.
Checks out.
Yeah,
That checks out.
checks out.
And the other guys are the other guys at the asylum. See, simple.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
That's why we
No,
have.
It all tracks.
Like, you know, when you look, okay, so in my ass, for my real
In
your
answer
ass.
first, in my ass, in this ass,
In your ass. Yes.
I don't know what Bojack gave me in the asylum, but it's not weed, I swear.
His little yam.
Probably not.
But you
Tomorrow.
got major champions that you are having in this amazing main
Yeah.
event. So you would obviously compare it to what's holding the pillars in the asylum. You know, you got the asylum champion, you have the inner demon champion, you know, with Crow. So you're having the champions from the asylum is what I would compare with is what's going on. And, you know, except for Damian Wolf, he just likes to come last. I mean, come out last.
He has a belt on him.
True.
If you give him a shiny belt,
That late coming son of a bitch.
He's
give him
a
belt.
late
He's
Yeah, put a title on him. Put a title on him. He's coming out premature.
Yep. If not, he is lasting all week long.
A week long, right down to you. Yeah.
I do like the comparison because there are you have some title holders in your asylum that I feel somewhere in the foreseeable future could absolutely be granted a state of release, temporary state of release to engage in good old gladiator type combat with some ACW
Hey, we're getting
champions.
ahead of ourselves. We're still talking about this though.
I was
got
just
an
all
idea,
we
too.
Dr.
need,
Silent
all
has
we
a good
really
point.
I got
need,
an
guys.
idea.
Listen,
I got
all
an
we
idea.
really need is just spark an argument, and we got some sibling rivalry, and
No,
we can
no,
That
settle
is
this.
true.
no.
That
I'm
is
talking
true.
about you, Chris
That is
Mack.
true.
Talking to Malcolm.
Because I want to turn it up a little bit. I want to turn the volume up a little
We
bit.
will turn the volume up right now. God damn it!
It's too loud for me.
We're muted.
Just message me.
Just message me. Just
I will
message
shut
me.
up. I will shut up. Fucking Mason. Thanks, Mason. They got me in trouble.
God damn it, Mason. God damn it, Mason.
Well,
You're
let's
over here doing God knows what. I got Chlorophyll Man over here trying to educate me, and what are you doing? Trying to make out with Chaz?
Wait, who's making out with Chaz? Mason?
Mason.
No, I'm not.
With the
No.
chlorophyll. Get on with the chlorophyll.
It's a no.
Hey!
Hell nah. Nope.
Oh, by the way, if you guys
Well,
want
let's-
Chaz at any moment, if you guys want to torment at any of your people, I can release Chaz anytime. The patients would love a day or two without Chaz.
Why release him? We can just, set up a visitation.
That
we
is
can
true.
enjoy it better that
Visitation.
way.
I mean, ironically
Set him
enough,
up in the
I know someone who's a little off the leash that we could probably send Chaz to, annoy.
Uh-oh.
So we'll talk about that a little
We're
more.
gonna have to
Let's jump
talk.
into the main event though.
If I
both
think
of
I
these
know, I
teams-
know, but let's get to a fucking amazing show.
Both of these teams
we're loving
definitely
it.
displayed why they are at the status of which they are. The Church of Misery would take full advantage of the match from the early settings, cutting the ring in half, isolating a member of Wild and Reckless in their corner, and absolutely just putting on a showcase of team chemistry here. Gypsy would fight her way out of that corner, ladies and gentlemen, making her way back to her side, making that hot tag to Flower Princess. Flower Princess would send Matt Storm off of the ring apron. She would wildly swing at Trey Camp, who moves out of the way, turning her attention back to Mason Stevens, only to receive that money shot, that Glasgow kiss, dropping the Flower Princess in the center of the ring. Mason Stevens would climb to that top rope, going for that trip to the bank. And listen, I understand there's an updated, bios and stuff like that, but I'm just going off of what I know right now. And that Swanton Bomb is a thing of beauty. It is a thing of beauty. He hits it perfectly on Flower Princess, hooks the leg, but she kicks out at 2. Mason would make the tag into Trey Camp. Trey Camp would drag Flower Princess to the corner of Jackson Law, allowing for her to tag in Jackson Law. And the matchup that I think a lot of us here in Allegiant Stadium wanted to see, the world champion versus the undisputed champion. They lock up in the center of the ring. They go back and forth for several minutes. Trey Camp and Jackson Law going counter for counter, move for move. Jackson Law would gain the advantage here, ladies and gentlemen, sending Trey Camp back to his corner. Matt Storm would make that hot tag in. Jackson Law would duck underneath a clothesline. Main event, Matt Storm would go for that Eye of the Storm there. Law would reverse out of it, connecting with that devastating Superman spike, dropping Matt Storm in the center of the ring. Jackson Law has Matt Storm set up for that hidden blade, the guilty verdict. When out of the crowd, ladies and gentlemen, 2 men with, ski mask on, black hoodies, they would hop over the barricade. They would get into the ring, and they would viciously attack the 3 competitors to the Church of Misery. Obviously, the referee has to call this match as a DQ. Winners of this match obviously being Jackson Law and the ACW Unity Tag Team Champions Wild and Reckless. But these 2 men and the 3 members of the Church of Misery continue to just viciously destroy Jackson Law, Gypsy, Flower Princess. When it's all said and done, the 2 masked men would take their masks off, take the hoods off, revealing none other than the Hokage Austin Stevens and the Reckless Werewolf Reggie Walker. Obviously indicating that both of these individuals are aligned and are a part of Misery, as Misery stands tall over Jackson Law, Gypsy, and Flower Princess. The full force of this version of Misery that we're seeing right now, Trey Camp, main event Matt Storm, Mason Stevens, August Stevens, and Reggie Walker, all being a unified group in Misery, standing tall. It is a scary sight, as the landscape for ACW is definitely changing right before our eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Not expecting to see those 3 or those 2 guys show up here in ACW, but I'm sure business is about to his glass says D. Business is about to pick up here.
I like drinking out of you, D Money.
He likes the D.
Yo, he likes the D. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
ducks, thank you.
He does like ducks.
It's like these men were all about liking destruction here tonight.
I like crack cocaine, but that's fine.
Miami.
Well, we we definitely appreciate all the views. We appreciate all the support and people showing up. Just for good time's sakes, because it's well deserved. We are going to end the show with how we began the show. So we'll put up the Hall of Fame photo of our brother Mike Sanzone, Cletus the Bum, and the ACW Hardcore Championship. We will take everyone off of the screen here, play the song. Once the song is over, the live will be over, and we will see you all next time for ACW. Malcolm King, Chris Mack, Dr. Silent, D Money, Mason Wagner III. We love you guys, ACW, Asylum. Thank you for showing up, showing support, and we will see you all very, very soon. Actually, for people who are watching, make sure to tune in next Thursday for the final main event match video reports for Asylum. Huge match. Patient Zero, the Asylum champion, Unhinged, Damian Wolf, Kurt Brooks, Fatal 4-Way for the Asylum championship inside of Lucifer's cage. Video reports on that match will be next Thursday. Afterwards, they are doing a Q&A for the Asylum. If you're interested in the Asylum, you love the product, you love everything about MPCW, definitely tune in next Thursday. Show up, show out, support, comment, react, subscribe, all of those things. But for now, ACW, it's been real. It's been fun. We'll see you next time.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond. And that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn. And that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go. And every road you take will always lead you home. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about